Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be trying out the championship challenge with randoms, of course, as we do always on this channel. We're doing Squeak because we want to be able to deal with tanks. Usually you go like a thrower, like a sniper here, but if the enemy team goes like a Kenji or like a Frank, like it's just impossible to win as a thrower. Leon will go down, and we don't get the Piper. Oh, we do actually get the Piper, wow. We're going to take down this Brock here. Or not, we'll just super him because we want the kill. But Mandy does take it from us. Quite unfortunate. We're gonna look for a sneaky mid-bomb here to pick up a quick kill. Unfortunately, don't quite grab it. That's too bad. Let's see if the Mandy will win this. Mandy does not. We're gonna need to wait for a gadget. Hopefully the Leon does go for him and not us. Unfortunately, that didn't quite get the kill off on the Leon. Let's hope our team doesn't instantly die this time. Sure, Mandy. We'll go with that. And they just completely end up dead. That's interesting. We're gonna go for a kill onto this Brock. Just toss everything down on him because now it's a 3v1. And there's no way we lose this. Unless we keep hitting the wall. And we are going to take down this Piper. Very nice. And this is why we go Squeak. Because we can deal with possible tanks and aggression like Leon. But let's head into the next round. Alright guys, we're in the next round. As you can see, this is why we go Squeak. Because they can go tanks and such. And snipers like Brock would kind of struggle a bit more against these guys. We really want our team to, support us a little bit here. But we're not getting that support. We do get the 4K, but unfortunately it wasn't quite enough to finish off the Byron. But we do want to stay up to somewhat stay strong. Hopefully he walks up into that. I guess not, that's too bad. We already got the Daryl though. Oh, they're getting healed up. We're going to look for a 4K on this guy. We'll get the kill, or actually Leon will take both kills, but that's fine. One thing with Squeak is it's a bit annoying to secure kills. Which is the only thing that I don't quite like about him. Probably gonna miss that one, yeah. I don't know if that was the right play, Edgar. We do take down the Daryl. We're just gonna go for it blind, but yes, we do end up taking the win. Let's go. Alright guys, this is gonna be the last round of Bell's Rock. Seems like our enemies aren't as bad as the previous two rounds. Honestly, as long as both our teammates aren't AFK, like we pretty much won here. Oh, that was a bit of a bad shot, but that's fine. We are getting hit by this Grom. So we're going to look to stay up. They're being very passive. I don't blame them. Missing quite a few of my shots. But thankfully Jae-Young gets the kill. And we're going to look to pressure this Grom. But we do go down. That's not great. Definitely got too aggressive. But I believe in the Jae-Young. He can easily get this kill right here. Yes, with the speed boosts. Okay, let's look to play a bit better. Honestly, our Brock really threw by being the first to go down. We really needed him. But somehow we just get like a free kill onto these guys. That's not gonna land, I don't think. But it actually does. Wow, these guys don't know how to dodge. And we have crazy delay. Grom is literally teleporting on us. Like, I don't know what to say. But we'll take the win. I don't know if you guys, probably not, because we have a Buzz and a Jessie. No, not looking the best. This might be our first loss, unless we can somehow, like, hard carry with some crazy delay on our side. You know, which we can. Oh, we have a Pierce gadget. Definitely not what we wanted, but we will take it. We're getting some pretty good value here. Let's wait for the Crow to walk up and 4K him. Not sure what this Colette is doing. We definitely can now walk up and deal damage, please, team. Instead, the Buzz goes for a kill, you know, that's fair. We're gonna have to charge up our shot here and get some value. Crow is a bit too late with that, and so he will go down. There was no point for that Pierce, but we are gonna take down the Colgate. Look to take down the Buzz, or not the Buzz. The Buzz will take him down. And there we go. I knew the Brock would do that. That was pretty obvious. We're just gonna hypercharge here and look to get a shot off on the save. And we're gonna look to take down this Brock here as well. He's probably gonna go down to the poison, or not. That's fine too. Colgate with her hypercharge coming in. We completely miss our 4K. Our team just needs to be doing damage to the save. Like, they're not killing the enemies. And I just saw the Buzz miss that. That's cool. Probably should have hit the save with that shot. That's fine. Crow's looking to get a bit too tricky with us. He knows that we are, you know, predicting him. I don't know where that shot went, but that's fine. Don't really need to do too much here. I forgot we don't have our gadget again. Thankfully, they can't like 100 and 0 our save, but they are 100 and 0ing our team. You know, which isn't the nicest feeling, but you know, it does happen. We do need to take down these guys. Thankfully, they didn't get much value off on us. And now we're just gonna look to get our hypercharge here, I think. Get nice value. For some reason, our hypercharge did not go off there. And we're playing pretty poorly, but it doesn't matter, because we will take this first game. This is what I mean from when I was drafting. Like, it's too hard to actually get damage as Angela when you're 1v3ing, but I'm sure this is game over. Like, even if we hit every single shot, like, we'll just lose. And the Meeple is purposely trolling our games. That's cool. Thank you, Meeple. Let's see if we can still, like, 1v3 this, though. We are doing pretty well. Let's see if we can keep it up. And he goes for the interruption. That's not bad, but he's gonna have to do a lot more. We completely whiffed that. Not ideal. Get the kill, but we don't need kills. We just need damage onto the save. And we're just gonna leave that Chuck alone. Hope our team can, you know, get some damage off. And we completely whiffed that shot. That was crazy. And our team, you know, I don't know what they're doing. We got the Meeple feeding shots. He purposely trolled the Jessie. They're allowing Chucks to run it down. Like, I kind of knew this would happen right off the start. And this is kind of happening right now. Thankfully, it seems like they're AFK, but I do pop my hypercharge and go down. Bit of a waste. Really not sure what this Meeple's trying to do here. We can honestly just leave. Oh my gosh, we're missing so many shots with Angelo. And I forgot we didn't change our gadget, actually. Hopefully the Jessie hypercharge will get some value. Because otherwise we definitely lost here. Shot does get immuned out. Grom did face tank that one. And we do seem like this will be a loss here. Quite unfortunate. But it's whatever. Yeah, Chuck will just go in here one more time. And it'll be game over. Unless the Jessie somehow... Very nice, actually. This might be a win. We just need a little bit more damage, and there we go. Somehow we won with the meeple. If we could report the meeple. Right, guys, we changed from the Angelo to the Colgate because in the case that, again, they have a damage dealer and we don't, that we just completely lost. But it wouldn't have been an issue in this case, but because they have like a dynamite, we do go down instantly. I was hoping our team would stay up. I usually go aggressive because I know I'm much better than the team. And so I want to be on the field and they can just hang back and survive. But I guess it doesn't work out that way, and that's fine. They're gonna go for a little value, but I will get more value. See if I don't think Colgate can actually land shots from here, so we're gonna be stuck trying to farm this Ems with some terrible shots actually. Just completely whiffing everything. I thought that was actually broken. I don't know why I did that. Playing definitely pretty interesting here. We'll take that down. These shots are whiffing like crazy. Let's see if we can get one more super. We don't need to hypercharge this one. We'll take it down anyway, so we'll save a hypercharge for later. Like right now. And we will maybe get another one off. Very nice. This is what I mean by like a damage dealer, even though we're damage dealer and kind of control right now. But damage dealers just make it much easier to win. Might also just be they have a Dyna Jump, and you know, Dyna Jump is not what you want to be going. Somehow we do go down to the Jessie. Too busy talking about the Dynamite. You know, that's just almost as bad as the Meeple pick that we had in our game. Getting some nice taps. Overcompensating quite a bit too much. Unfortunately, we do go down. Let's see if our team can take them down. They do. There's still not really a way we lose this. Because we're just up so much and we have the shield left over. So we really don't need to do anything except run it down and take down the safe. And let's see how this goes. Got the movement speed buff. So let's look to be aggressive here. We do go down, and our Kenji is just chilling, you know, doing nothing. Pretty standard for a random hiding in a bush. But we will get the first goal. Very nice by our bow. And let's look to push up here. I don't know which one we got. I think we got the slow one. We both had that super. I hope our Kenji can trigger the mines, but I don't know if he did or if he got hit by it. This Clancy can 100% melt us, but we'll score anyway. And that'll be a quick Brawl Ball game. Let's head into the next one. We have another mirror matchup. Definitely, you know, one thing to note. What is our Carl doing? He's literally just hiding in a corner, doing absolutely nothing. You know, he definitely wins this. I don't know where he's shooting his shots, but pretty expected for a random, to be honest. So we'll just take it as is. We get a nasty double kill off onto them, and Carl just doesn't pick up the ball for a free open goal. Definitely, you know, this is one of the worst randoms we had. You know, none of them are particularly great, but this is definitely on the worst side. Taro goes for a crazy super. I don't know where that was going, but it was definitely somewhere. And Kenji's gonna go for his hypercharge probably, or not. We do need to take him down, which we do, and we'll go down here. Finally, Carl does something after missing open goals. You know, he's definitely, you know, a brawler, and we're gonna get him to pick it up because he's absolutely useless. And definitely need to maintain our own ammo because we use it much more effectively than he can. And he is, you know, hitting the walls. That's fine, you know. Hitting walls, I didn't know he was a Mortis, but it works too. We're pretty low here. We might have to... Oh god, that was pretty bad. And they're gonna score here. Unless... Nice job, Carl. I didn't actually expect him to know how to use his super. So that was honestly a nice surprise. Not as nice as this Tara bush camping though. That's pretty typical. And they're going to probably take the first goal. And let's see if we can carry a bit harder with our teammates like this. We do need to push in. Our teammate needs to pass it up. And let's see if we can sneak it in. Not quite. And this will probably be our first loss. Yeah, sometimes you get randoms like this Carl. And we'll end up losing with random. Quite unfortunate. Let's head into the second better for these matchups. Not really reliant on either of our teammates to do well to win into this. So we can kind of chill out here. And we're going to push up. Probably go down, but actually not. There's not really much coordination from our team here. Okay, let's look to hide in a corner and maybe take this guy down. That wasn't what I was going for, but it'll be fine, I hope. I think they have, yeah. That's fine. BB knocks us away. And finally Kenji is, popping off on them. And we will get the first goal. And we're just going to go for a hypercharge right off the bat now. Or not. We will take down the Kenji, or not the Kenji, the Fang, and pass it up. This should be a free goal or not. He gets taken down by the bubble. Not sure what that Kenji was doing there. Gonna go for a bomb. And we're gonna do the same thing. I can't believe we actually didn't hit that and we just supered the wall. But it's fine, we're just gonna walk it in and take the free goal. Don't know if that's the last. Alright guys, we actually switched to a tank, and what a bad choice this was. We're up against triple counter. Very unlucky like the Meg's name, but let's see if we can still make something work. Don't think so, yeah. We should not have switched to triple or tank against triple anti-tank. This is probably the worst matchup I could think of. Yeah, and that's not going to go too well. We still need control of the mid, but there's no way we get it against the Meg and the Griff and the Bee. Like, it's just not happening. But if we can maintain ball control, or not, Fang does go in very solid. Let's look to get into position to pass it up to the team, or not. Instead, that's the thing playing with randoms. You do need this coordination. If Fang went up and I went into position to grab the ball from the dynamite, we would have definitely scored there. But unfortunately, there was not that coordination. And we do get some value off on these guys. And this probably, maybe, I don't know, depends on how they play it. Yeah, if they pass it like that, definitely not a goal. And we will get slowed here, fortunately. If Dynamite can take down any of them here, we can score. But I guess not, that's fair. He will go down. And Fang, I guess, didn't know that there was a ball coming up, so that will be 2 losses. Not sure who can go do like hard carry. Probably just got unlucky with the matchup. But let's head. As soon as we went a tank, they went triple hard, complete anti-counter, or hard counters. So hopefully, that doesn't happen this time. We're looking to get some value off on these guys. Maybe pass it up, or not. We will take down this Chester here and pass it up to the Stu because he has the super. Okay, that's fine. We'll probably just score this by walking it in. And looking pretty good for our start. I went with Macy because she's pretty good against worse players. Like, most players can't actually counter her. And we're gonna look to run this in. Right here, Crow. I don't know if he has, yeah, he did have the ammo, quite unfortunate. Probably should have just gone for the pass into the goal, but that's whatever. We only get one hit off. Don't know if the Stu can stop this. But they actually go for the pass into the goal. Not sure what that was. Down the Crow. Hit the Kenji. Let's see if Stu can make something work. We didn't need a dash there. Please pass it to me. Got our hypercharge again. And this is going to be a goal right here. Just going to walk this in and have a pretty quick and easy end of Brawl Ball. Very nice. Let's head into the next one. Alright guys, we're in the next one. We're going Tara because when our teammates lose all the gems, we'll be able to grab them back with our super. And it's not an if, it is a when our teammates lose the gems. And the Fang dies somehow. He had the easiest lane. The left side is always the easiest lane unless you lose control of it. And then it starts getting harder. I don't know how convinced we're down here. But I do hope the Brock died. I don't know what that Brock was doing. That's definitely interesting. We're going to look for a sneaky go up play because it looks like they don't believe we're actually in here. Which we do grab. Very nice. They never did grab the top part, but we do go down. We just need our super here, and we will be fine. Turns out there's an Amber in here. That's interesting. We're just gonna chill back, heal up in case the Rico goes in on us. So we'll be fine. Go is persistent on trying to shoot us. They should grab both of them though. Very solid, and now we have the winning gems. We're gonna stay up in case the Fang tries going in. Because if he does go in with all the gems, we will need to bail him out. But looks like he's backing off, you know. Very solid. I was afraid he'd try to throw, but looks like he doesn't. Thank you for that. Let's head into the next one. Alright guys, we're in the next one. We've been pretty much exclusively facing 3 stacks because we're always at like 4 out of 6 or like 3 out of 6 and instantly 6 out of 6. Looks like this Bo actually knows what he's doing. Quite a surprise. And we will take down the Surge pretty easily. It's a pretty easy matchup for us. And sneak a kill onto them. And we'll take down this Amber too. Amber doesn't have burst, so I don't know what she was trying to do. What the heck was that spike? And we'll take him down. He does have pretty RNG, so we went for the super. Looks like our team is looking to see where the Surge is. I'm curious too. We get one peek onto him. Wait for him to get pulled. And then, not sure what the Amber was trying to do there. But we will pick up all 3 gems. Get the peek onto these guys. See where they are. And it's like 100-0 right now. Just how I like it. and we're gonna hit the Amber. She's gonna fire, she's gonna miss. And these guys play pretty well. I think these were the first like good randoms I've had this challenge. Well done to the bow. Interesting name from the bow, and Mr. Pleat played pretty well too. Let's see, guys, we are finally in the next one. And I kind of wish we dodged now. I think we just go for a lane as well. We're gonna want to have our super available in case anything happens. So we're just gonna look to farm our super here. We are getting pinched out by the spike, so we will have to back off just a little bit. That's pretty annoying. We do see the Daryl walking in on us, so we do know that he is probably right there. But we do get our super in response. As long as the Janet doesn't have all the gems and Janet doesn't have super, we are fine. Just gotta make sure it's the spike picking them up, and we can pretty easily take him down. Let's see what this Daryl wants to do. We can't actually kill him here because we don't have the DPS. Edgar, please. Guys, this is straight torture. Okay, I don't know if they know I have hypercharged super, but we'll wait for them to walk up just a little bit. And we will get the kill very solid. Unfortunately, you know, they are targeting me, and I don't know what this Edgar is doing. Like, he's just hiding in the freaking corner. Edgar, come on. I knew we'd lose as soon as we saw this comp, but like, I don't know what this Edgar is doing. Thanks, Edgar. Cool. Thank you, Edgar. We will go down to 2 shots, so we do need to super early, but that is going to be our 3rd loss. First the Carl, then this Edgar. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. We're at 1 life. Let's head into... Guys, we are in the next one. I do suspect this one will be a loss as well. I think this Poco, just from his battle card, does not seem the greatest. And that's fine. What the heck? The Eve was in our bushes. And I guess we don't 3-shot her. That's unfortunate. We can probably still win this. But they did trigger the mine. And we're gonna go for a pull. We do go down, but we do charge some of our super in response. And Poco gets the kill. Very nice cleanup. Let's look to push in on these guys. We have full control right now, so... Oh, Max has the other gadget gear, whatever. We're gonna go for a hypercharged super, and Lily actually makes a great play. She got her super from I'm not sure what, or her hypercharged super from I don't know where or when, but we will take this, and hopefully Jean goes for the pull here. And our pull didn't register off on the Taro. That's a bit annoying. Definitely put a super before I was being pulled. Not sure what's happening. This is just like this other game where I had an ammo slot, but still ended up losing it. And we're gonna go for an aggressive play here. Get the gems off the Taro. And we're just gonna jump away. Get this gems, and looks like it has the Eve with the gems, which, you know, isn't what you want. We're still getting peeked by this Jean. That's pretty annoying. Let's get some shields up against this while we heal up. And they will go down. We don't need to be too aggressive here because of this. Just like I said, guys, the Max got way too greedy with that. He definitely should not have been doing that. And we get supered by the Tara. Interesting play. We're going to look. Eve is going to hypercharge and not kill the Poco. And that will probably be the end of our challenge. Yeah. Max got too greedy. Our team wasn't really doing much. But honestly, the enemy team was just better than usual. I couldn't quite 1v3 this time. But that's going to wrap up this video.